Your favorite mountain town is sick.
Across ski towns, wealth disparity is reshaping communities. Rich individuals are consistently buying second homes without any consideration for the people who breathe life into these places.
Housing prices have increased over 1,000% in most of these communities in the last 25 years, pricing out many of those who grew up there.
But it's not too late for all of them. We're about to take you into our town to prove that the value isn't just in the land, but also in the people.
Alrighty, see ya. See ya. Alrighty, my name is Josh Dinham. I'm from the grew up here. I like to ski all sorts of stuff, really. I like to ski cliffs, pillows a lot. My parents always skied a lot. My dad is a heli ski guide, so I would get out with him quite a bit.
I always told myself growing up I was either going to be a professional baseball player or a ski bum. And I'm not a professional baseball player, so here we are. Yeah, my name's Derek. Born and raised. Been skiing all my life, ever since I could walk. When I got into high school, started poking in the backcountry, and it was just like, the terrain is incredible. But yeah, growing up here was awesome. You know, I hope that my kids someday have the same experience I had. You get a really good appreciation for the outdoors and community and just living in a small town.
At least for me, I ended up just doing stuff outside in the summers, going and swimming in rivers, washing up streams until you find waterfalls, cliff jumping, like it almost just exploring, like going and sleeping in weird places because it's something to do. And as a kid, and I think it had to do with my parents quite a bit, but I didn't really have too many rules, and I think that's mostly because of the trust they had in the community.
I just don't think there's many places that have both, like all the outdoor activities you can dream of, and then you can also go into town and walk into the store and see like 20 people you know. Pretty special place to grow up, and you don't really realize as you're growing up until you leave, and then you come back and you're like, wow, there's not that many places like it.
It's like you can just go explore. The more it's developed, the less freedom there'll be, the less you can just kind of go outside and do whatever you want. There's not really maps or like guidebooks for the backcountry here, so it's kind of just having a lot of knowledge and being able to look at things and go where you want to go.
So we just skinned out the hairpin to the back of the valley.
I mean, yeah, I think if we do that shoot thing, maybe one lap on the pillow things at the end. I don't know, then we'll see what time it is.
Honestly, the skin up to our first shoot was like not super ideal, particularly on the day we were there.
That's steep. Yeah, that is like, if you fall, you are dead.
But, you know, it's just like switchback, 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 switchback all the way up this ridge. And that was pretty cool to be up there. And at the top, even though I've done it a few times, it still like gets the heart racing a little bit because you can't really see over the edge. So it's just kind of like a blind roll into a straight line.
Really good. Really good. Alrighty, see ya. See ya.
Nice and fast.
Dropping.
So good.
Really good.
That was ripper.
Yeah, I would say I wish I turned more because the snow is so good.
So that was pretty fun to start the trip off, checking that one off. Just the amount of variety you have here. You can go ski big mountain couars, you can go ski pillows in the trees, you can go, you know, you can go do backcountry jumps, you can go do whatever you want.
taking the lead. Up we go. Hold on here.
There was a line that was in the sun, and so we decided today was a great day for it. And this rib with kind of like some pillows on it, kind of like a diving board hit at the bottom, and it was sweet, and it felt great running in, boosted the top.
Yeah, buddy. Fuck.
And just as soon as I landed, it was a lot softer than I was expecting, and just front punch tomahawk the entire way down the face. Which was actually surprisingly fun. It was exciting. Yeah.
Dude, that actually looked so sick.
Didn't get hurt, body felt good. Skis ended up like right next to me, so that was pretty cool.
I can't believe he knows what landing
I was thinking about this earlier. I think backcountry skiing is one of like the coolest ways to experience the outdoors, just because it's so like the climbs are so slow, and you have so much time to think. And something about the winter, like, you know, there's no bugs, there's no animals, it's just quiet the whole time. And then on the way down, it's just like the whole mountain is your playground. You can do whatever you want.
A lot of people up there are people that you recognize, or if I don't know them, Derek knows them, my dad knows them, somebody knows them.
So you definitely like think about the community more, and you feel more like seen. It's definitely not a fear factor. I think it's just like a responsibility factor. You know, you want to be respectful of the community.
So like leaving, that was something I never really experienced, like kind of being more anonymous. I miss the sense of community that you get from being in a place like this.
I think the whole valley is neighbors. Anyone who lives in the valley, you have that like neighborly feeling. You know, if they ask for help and you help them out.
Dude, putting a grate on there, you could definitely cook some.
You could stack like 15 hot dogs side by side.
The amount of terrain that's out there is really what keeps me coming back. I've always said like you could live here and ski here for a lifetime, and you'd still have stuff on your bucket list that you wouldn't get to.
Should be pretty good. Yeah, I think it's been pretty cool up there. I think north-facing stuff especially will be good. The sun's been out the last few days. Yeah, going out with people that kind of have been skiing here for a while, they'll be like, oh, someone skied that, or someone skied that, or I'd like to ski that, and that kind of plants ideas into your head.
Well, we skied one of them this week, the Blue Lake Couloir. Me and Josh have been talking about skiing this line for quite a while. So we, drove the sleds up, snowmobiled a little bit higher and wrapped around the spires, and then did a, I don't know, pretty, not super long approach, but kind of poked up through the trees onto this lake, which was just in broad sunlight. It was absolutely beautiful up there. And then there was this big couloir that you can't really see into from the lake, but you can see it from other areas in the zone. So that's how I knew it was there.
Right there.
And we just, you start skinning up.
Our friend Rob joined us on this particular line.
When it got too steep, we had to take off our skins and boot it up the rest of the couloir. Rob booted up, pretty much did all the boot packing, so it made it easy for us. Oh, going up. Rob is busting the trail up there. Pretty sick up here. Spires in the background.
You're just a natural camera.
Nice. Could be a lot worse. We got a big old cornice up there. Hopefully it doesn't fall on us. Rob is trucking up this. He's an absolute monster. Almost there. All by himself. And it's pretty spectacular up there. The views were pretty insane. And the snow seemed really good on the way up. We kind of were checking it periodically.
Taking it all the way down. That's a big.
All the way to the lake. Big falling, guys.
Yeah, thanks for breaking.
Yeah, that was dropping in 3 seconds. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright, Josh, you're good to drop. Over.
Yee boys, nice fucking work. Yee. Yeah, dude, it's good.
Pretty long run, but yeah, just skied it top to bottom, going pretty fast the whole time, right down onto the lake in the beautiful sunlight and blue sky.
It was awesome snow. One of my favorite lines, just top to bottom, like so fun. It's hard to describe living here. I try to just show them pictures because, like, I don't know. I'll tell them, like, yeah, it's really sick. Ideally, you can actually show them in person. I feel like it's the only way to really see, and be like, oh, it is pretty cool out here. The selfish part of me kind of likes showing off the valley because it's like, look how cool this is. But I feel like that just comes from really loving where I live.
The has a really good community because it's so small. So there's just like everywhere you go, you kind of see people you know. Everybody's kind of connected that way.
It's hard because, like, the valley lives on tourism, but you need to be able to, people work in the stores and work in the grocery store, and you know, they need to be able to afford to live here, otherwise the valley won't function. So I think it's just, if you want to move here, like, yeah, it's a great spot, it's amazing, but plug in and be part of the community, right? Don't just buy a second home and come here for 2 weeks and then have an empty house. Be a part of the community, establish here. I think my parents have always just told me, like, do what you love, the money will sort itself out, right? And skiing's just something I've loved for a long time. And so I just trying to work my life around being able to ski as much as possible, just because it makes me happy.
Yeah, I think people are a little more expressive maybe here with their work. There's a lot of people that are maybe not as focused on making a ton of money, but more focused on kind of doing something that they want to do with their lives. And I think the community kind of allows people to do that.
Yeah, well, that was awesome. Nick just invited us over and
Yeah, just walked in Jack's and
fired up the kiln and blew some glass.
And I think if more like second home people or vacation home people came, then I mean that community is just gonna dissolve.
Obviously, buying a second home here, like, the views are insane. The valley, the terrain's awesome, there's tons of stuff to do. But if you plug in, you'll realize that the people are also pretty awesome. I think that's the big thing. There's a lot more than just the scenery. I mean, like I said, the ultimate goal for me is to end up back here. Like, that's really the dream. And so I think the biggest fear is just getting like totally priced out. You know, this has always been home, no matter how many times I've moved or how many other places I've lived. Like, this is always home. And I don't see that changing.